welcome in to everybody who has made it into the live chat and also the replay. Co-host is here, Eddie Lugo Studios. Welcome in. How are you doing this morning?
Doing good, sir. Thank you.
Yep. And I'm thinking, I may have sent the wrong invite link. But thank you for your message. And
okay.
Good morning, Scott. How are you today?
I'm good.
Yeah. I'm a little slow going. It's baby's day off, so yeah.
No problemo.
And speaking of which, cruising is fun anytime it's first in the chat. Good morning. You see, she's taking the day off, right? I'm just saying. Naffinity has welcome in. Naffinity, good morning. Fifi's Journey is here. Good morning. Bone Tired Travelers, Joshua Gabriel. Man, we got a lot of people in the chat. Happy Friday and good morning. Orange Cone Vlog, Bamanola Lawn Adventures, and Micah Rihanna's Adventures. Good morning. Let's see. We have a list of featured creators that we would like to share with you this morning, and they're all linked down in the description of this video. First up is Ella's Travel Adventures, Embarkation Nation, Endless Cruises, Escape Adventures with Robin and Steve, Filling Up the Bucket. And, they're filling up their bucket list. That's where they get their name from. I thought that was very cool. And because it's Friday, we've got to give you one more, and that's our good and dear friend, Happily Ever Yaddy. So be sure to check out all of these featured creators. Go visit their channels and show them some love. And the chat is going. Oh, Orange Cone Vlog has a comment for you already. It says, Eddie will get this. The wind blew me in here. LOL.
He's working on his gas pipeline.
Oh, okay. Well, that'll work. And let's see. Today I would like to begin by sharing this live shot of the beach with you guys, because there's no ships in today, but I thought I'd share this with you. Whenever the sun comes up over the water, it's a beautiful sight to see. I don't get down there very much because we're on the west side of the island, and with these cameras at Galveston, it's really cool. You can move them from a distance, but sometimes you're waiting in line to move it. But
first come, first serve, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of people watching these cams down here, and the internet is not cooperating.
I see, yeah.
But yeah, it did just turn.
There we go.
See how it turns by itself, or somebody else may be controlling it. But your weather, in case you're coming down to Galveston today, is 76 degrees for your low and 86 degrees for your high, with 92% humidity.
Ugh.
And
it's 92%?
92%.
Oh.
Yeah. Ugh. It's absolutely hot here. But it's pleasant, I mean, it's nice outside.
I'm glad, but
yeah, it's just really, really hot.
No, thank you. Yeah.
Yep. And on this day on June 9th, there are some birthdays here. Les Paul. You know who Les Paul is?
Yeah.
That's right. I believe he is the inventor, and correct me if I'm wrong, he is the inventor of the electric guitar.
I believe so. I believe you're right.
Mm-hmm. Michael J. Fox was born on this day, 1961. Johnny Depp was born on this day, 1963.
Ooh.
And let's see. Ken Griffey Jr. hit his 600th career home run, becoming the sixth player in Major League history to accomplish this feat.
Nice.
I thought that was kind of cool. Secretariat won the Belmont Stakes in this year in 1973. And there was another one really. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Here we go. In 1781, English engineer George Stephenson, the principal inventor of the railroad locomotive, was born. I thought that was kind of cool. All the way back to the 1700s. And let's welcome some more people in the chat. Who else has made it in so far? Yeah, it is sticky weather. It's just amazingly hot. Let's see, who else? Mona did what? Has made it in. The mustard drill has made it in. Good morning. Oh, Bone Tired Traveler says 70 here, high of 89, heat index 99.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Already up to 100 degrees, man. I was really just waiting until July for the 100-degree weather, but wow. That is very hot. Damanola, make sure to drink you plenty of Gatorade today. Get yourself rehydrated.
Yes.
Wherever you are.
Plenty of water.
Yes.
Powerade, Gatorade, whatever.
Together We Travel has made it in. Good morning. And the chats just keep on rolling. With that, we will roll straight into the cruise news. Scott, what is going on with the industry today?
MSC Cruises is naming its giant new LNG cruise ship.
Mm-hmm.
So the traditional maritime naming ceremony held today, June 8th, in Copenhagen, Denmark, will honor traditional maritime heritage while paying tribute to the vast leap in environmental responsibility that the MSC Eurabia represents. So it says here, aboard the MSC Eurabia, guests will enjoy many remarkable features that make it the most innovative and extraordinary ship in the MSC cruise fleet. This includes dazzling LED artwork commissioned especially for the ship, sweeping views from the carousel lounge, an extensive selection of over a dozen dining options, 5 luxurious pools, and the vibrant Ocean Cay Aqua Park themed after a coral reef.
Nice.
MSC Eurabia represents the most innovative and environmentally advanced ship in the fleet. It's designed to minimize the impact on the air and marine environments through a range of technologies and solutions. Additionally, the vessel is future-ready, designed to incorporate future sustainability innovations such as carbon-neutral, synthetic, and alternative fuels. So, moving on to the next and kind of interesting, Carnival Cruise Lines gets serious with detection dogs.
Mm-hmm.
So Carnival's drug detection dogs have become integral to the cruise line security details. The canine units featuring an Italian drug sniffing dog is being deployed across Carnival's fleet and home ports to inspect passengers and their luggage. According to Carnival Cruise Line spokesperson Matt Lapoy, I guess is how you say it, the canine units are part of the security team and deployed to various locations, so guests may very well see them in terminals, destination ports, and on board, and their deployment could change at any time. While the use of marijuana is legal in some states, federal law overrides state jurisdictions on Carnival cruise ships. It's worth noting that even when passengers use drugs for medicinal purposes, cruise lines do not make exceptions. Carnival President Christine Duffy reiterates this in a public statement advising users to seek alternative therapies during their cruise. So that's it for the news.
Oh, wait. I did the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. You're back.
So this is what I think this is interesting, right? If you've ever been to Cozumel, you get off the ship and you're going down and you get to the end of the port and you're about to go in kind of into the port area, and they always have a dog there, right?
Yep.
And they tell you have to like lower your backpack. Like if it's on your back, you have to take it off and you have to hold it down low so the dog can sniff it. And maybe this is a terrible thing to say, right? But I always think to myself, who's smuggling drugs into Mexico? Right? That's typically where drugs come from.
Right.
No, so I just think it's kind of interesting, but
it's backward because you could go get that stuff and bring it back onto the ship very easily with that current system. But I did notice in Miami that they asked us to stand along in a line, shoulder to shoulder, and put our bags on the floor before we even got on the ship. So that's an extra security measure that they're taking as well. Together We Travel came in with a comment. It says, what's the weather like in Galveston in January? Planning to board the Jubilee in January. Okay. So we sailed the Vista on January 29th, where the high was like 45. Okay. So we had to wear a hoodie. That's basically hoodie weather down here because there's still a heat index, even with that cold. It's whenever we get down into the 30s, that's whenever we start getting wind chills and stuff like that, because the wind is, because we're on the beach and near the water, it's almost always windy. Here in January, that's where we get our coldest temperatures. Now, that is not to say anything about our Christmas cruise, which was taken, this past year. We had an incredible cold snap down here, and the actual temperature was 21 degrees and the wind chill was 7 degrees when we jumped on the Dream. So I would say it's pretty cool. Generally speaking, our weather is about mid 40s to mid 50s in January. It doesn't get down into the 30s until about February, and then it's just a sharp rise back up to 100, and we're well on our way with that. Z's Gaming and Home Theater channel has made it into the chat. Good morning, our brother Z. Canada Life and Nature has made it in. Good morning. Bamanola says that it is 81 degrees now, high of 96, 100% humidity. We know that feeling. And let's see who else has made it in. Scratch and Pete has made it in. Good morning.
Cruise Nuts sent me a text to let you guys know that the dogs are just no sniffing for drugs. They're also for smelling for fruits or any other vegetables that you might be bringing from the ship into the country.
Well, no doubt. And they're also sniffing for cash, right?
Yeah.
But when you think about it, like, I mean, listen, I'm not trying to be a jerk about it. I'm certainly not trying to be, I'm not trying to stereotype anything, but I mean, drugs come from Mexico. I mean, that's just what it is, so it just kind of seems odd to me, but I guess I'm the, when I say things like that, I guess I'm just the dumb American. So.
Yeah, there is a major pipeline. We're in Texas, so we know all about it down here. Cruise Vet Adventures has made it in. Good morning, Cruise Vet. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up here in the chat. Everybody's dropping links too. If you want Nightbot to highlight your channel here in the chat, please connect with each other by either typing in the hashtag creator, hashtag TMD, or hashtag ELS, and Nightbot will drop your link. Oh, snap. We got House of X who has made it into the chat. Good morning, House of X. Okay, I have a couple of cruise news stories too. Let's see. It says naturally it's Carnival. When Carnival Cruise Line debuts its new fun Italian style cruising with Carnival Venezia next week during a ceremony in New York City, it won't be skimping on the luxury side of the Italian experience. Carnival has once again partnered with Starboard Cruise Services to create and launch all new retail offerings on their Carnival Venezia, which include an expanded offering of luxury brands and original collections, many making their first appearance on board. Carnival and Starboard and LVMH Moet Hennessy Company and Retail Curator at Sea work together to create an elevated shopping experience that enhances the new Carnival Fun Italian style concept for guests sailing on the ship, which begins cruising from its New York City home port on June 15th. Taking inspiration from Italy's timeless elegance, world famous shopping, and high fashion brands, Carnival Venezia boutiques will feature iconic brands including Bulgari, renowned for its sophisticated watches, exquisite fragrances, and refined accessories will be among the featured brands. The Cartier boutique showcases its signature fragrances and timeless watch collection, and Swiss watchmaker Tagore. I've never actually been able to pronounce this.
I think it's Hauer is how you actually say
Jack
it.
Hauer, yeah.
Tag Hour? Okay.
Yeah.
Has a dedicated shop of its high quality legacy timepieces. So if you're into fancy jewelry and things of that nature, they got sunglasses, they got, accessories, all of that from your major name brands. That's where you would find it aboard the Venezia. Holland America line is next up in the cruise news. It says, with Holland America Line's Alaska Up Close, guests on Alaska cruises are deeply immersed in the local culture with informative onboard programming, seat-to-table dining, and award-winning shore excursions. The premium cruise line is introducing new facets of the program throughout the 2023 Alaska season that offer an even more engaging guest experience. Added to every Alaska cruise, guests will find new localized cuisine, cocktails that feature authentic glacier ice, an Alaska-themed brunch, Huna native presentation, and wildlife experts to help guests spot the abundance of indigenous animals from the ship's deck. The program continues to deliver workshops and lectures, EXC talks, exploring the stories of real Alaskans, and dining events featuring the culinary traditions of the region. And with this cruise news story, it kind of got me, because how do they use authentic glacier ice without really affecting the glacier? I mean, are they mining the glaciers just for drinks? That's what that says to me. Might mess around and throw off the ecosystem with these nice drinks.
Yep.
And let's see. I believe cruising is fun anytime is a question for Scott. Doesn't Royal Caribbean have high-end shops?
Yes, like everything that like Rodeo Drive high end.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, and I also saw that the first Rolex store or something is coming to an MSC ship as well. So.
Mm-hmm. And Cruise Vet Adventure says they caught some people smuggling oranges into Cozumel when I was on the Vista in April. They must have not heard the announcement, because I know on the Vista and every Carnival cruise ship that we've been on, they say it. Don't go into Cozumel with food. Okay, that's definite. Alice Lugo Studios has made it into the house. Good morning.
All the way from Brooklyn.
All the way from Brooklyn.
Yo, what's up, baby?
How is the smoke and haze out there? Let us know down in the chat. Jamaican Farmers Hut has made it in. Good morning.
Speaking of that smoke and haze, we made the place where I live outside of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, which is the capital of Pennsylvania. I'm surprised how many people don't know that, but anyway, we actually made ABC World News last night. The air quality scale only goes up to 500. And the highest it got in New York City was 484.
Mm-hmm.
Harrisburg recorded an official air quality number of 491.
Nice.
So just 9 points below the top of the scale. It was the worst ever.
Yeah,
So
and our
it's supposed to
granddaughter,
be a
our
little
granddaughter
bit better
says,
today, and it's supposed to clear out in the next couple of days. But I'm really getting tired of it, and it's been struggling to reach 70 degrees every day because the air is so thick it's blocking out the sun.
mm-hmm. And our granddaughter sent us a picture from New York City, and you could barely see the buildings. It was just so smoky
It's
out
horrible.
there.
Yep.
And let's see, Orange Cone Blog says, yes, Royal Caribbean has high-end shopping, but my significant other says there are no great deals even with duty-free.
No.
I feel
No,
that.
not at all.
I do feel that because duty-free just knocks out the taxes. We have tax-free day down here in Texas, you know. So sometimes you can get duty-free right here on land as well. Ocean Travel has made it in. Good morning.
Bruce.
And
You know, when you go into those duty-free shops in the airports, you
Mhm.
have to, I don't know if you know this, but you cannot shop in them unless you can produce an international international boarding pass.
oh,
Like,
wow.
you have to have a boarding pass from an international flight or they will not let you shop. You can look around, but you
Mhm.
cannot buy unless you have a boarding pass with that's going to an international location. So,
Wow.
I have no idea about that.
Yep.
There's
And
something new.
Bone Tired Travelers has a question for Alice here. Hey, Alice, are you having fun?
Yes, I know she's having fun. She's hanging
Yep.
out with the grandkids.
What about you? Did you get any sleep yesterday?
Oh boy, I slept like a baby last night.
Yeah.
I finally went to bed. I finally took a nap around 4:30 in the afternoon, and I was up by 5:30. I slept an
Mhm.
hour. That was it. Then after that, I was wide awake looking at the roof. I'm like, might as well get up. Did a few things, took a nice long shower, ate something good, and around 10:30, 11, I say, well, it's time to go. I put my
Mhm.
head on that pillow.
Boom. I know you were about to pass that on camera. We were trying
Oh
to
my lord.
keep you woke yesterday.
I was like all the way plays, and the delivery showed up late. Another delivery showed up. Before you know it, I just might as well stay. I went back on at noon. I did my live anyway, but I only did like half hour. After that, I'm like, my eyes were itchy. But every time I went in the bedroom, I was wide awake. I'm like, what's the deal? You know?
Yeah. Might have been that third quickie. That could be the one to keep you woke.
Well,
I don't know.
I had one at 9 o'clock last night
Yep.
with a bagel last night, so
Mm.
that put me at ease and relaxed my body, and boom, done.
Yep.
See, look
And
at this. Told
yeah,
you
I
she's
see
having
you
a great time.
having a great time with the grandkids. I know that's
Right.
right. We'll be up there with ours here in a little bit. Hopefully the air quality will be good
Oh,
and
I should be clear by then.
I think it's supposed to clear out, I think, after this weekend. So
we
Yeah.
won't have to wear hazmat suits.
No, come on, not that bad.
But hey, in New York City, that people do that for fun. So
Well, yeah,
that's the deal. Hey,
especially
Scotty
at
Neal
nighttime.
has made it in with a gift of 3 pineapples, one for each of us. Thank you so much, Scotty
Hey,
Neal.
all right. I take them all.
We got
I don't know.
pineapples.
They're leaning over a little bit.
Oh, okay. Mike and Rihanna says, any Temu packages today?
I don't know,
No,
but I
mine
think
came
Scott
yesterday.
might be getting one.
Yeah. I think we're getting one tomorrow.
In about 5 days, I'm gonna get one.
Nice.
A nice big one too.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we're looking forward to another unbagging.
Yes, big bag is coming.
Let's
Somebody
see.
here is gonna kick my butt for ordering so much stuff from there.
Yep.
And soon I'm gonna have I'm gonna be celebrating something really nice. Soon, I think by next week I should be celebrating. So I'm getting a few things to give away.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I see it. A question for Jeremy. Did y'all book the World America? Not yet. We are seriously looking at it because the price is unbelievable. It really is. Plus, we do have a place to stay in New York City. So New York is definitely on our list, simply for the sail away. You know, I mean, that would be awesome. And also, whenever the ship comes in early morning, that would be nice to get a good shot of the you know, from the water, you know, moving up close to the city. That would be a good vlog too. I always think of, you know, that whenever coming and going, just like the sailing out of New Orleans. You know, that's a special view also, and we always want to try to get that.
See, for me, it's too far out. Every time I book cruises out that far, I always end up finding something closer that I wanted to do instead. So
When
I
you get the
try not
cruise
to do it.
itch, you get the cruise itch. We're all hooked, so it's like whenever you get that itch, you got to scratch that itch, and it's like, oh my god, oh wait, there's a pack and go sale.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's what gets me is that pack and go sale. You can jump on a ship for 2 people, $800. You better jump on it. You know, that's mainly what it is. Okay, and Z's, I would like, this is a perfect segue. Thank you so much, Z. Breaking news: 197 days until the Convo AAA, the greatest cruise ship of all time. Hopefully, my baby mama Carrie Underwood will be the godmother, and that is the Jubilee. And another channel has graciously provided this video that we want you guys to enjoy. It's it's the next Excel class ship. It's the Jubilee. We all know and love it, especially as Texans. Please enjoy the promo video from Carnival.
Nice.
Yes, that is
Very
going to be awesome to see how they have improved upon the celebration, because that was like the ultimate cruise for me. You know, it's the biggest, newest ship that I've been on, and you know, they say that they have improved on the Mardi Gras, and we'll be selling that before the Jubilee, but they're going to be real hard pressed to improve upon that flagship of theirs, the Celebration. I don't know. We'll have to see what kind of new things that they have to offer. Oh snap! House of X is getting a quickie together. We're making coffee, but we are here. Yes, and if you are wanting to book the Jubilee, I know that the first sailing, I looked at it the other day, and I believe that they're all sold out except for suites. I'm not sure, but if you want to jump on the Jubilee, now is the time to book, and you can contact either Scott or myself, and we'll be happy to get you on board, sailing right out of our front door here in Galveston. So if you're in the surrounding states, please give it a try. I know you're going to enjoy it. That ship is so smooth on the water. If you're worried about seasickness, the Excel class might be the way to go, or the Oasis class. We have Oasis classes right here at our back door as well. So yes, please give us a contact.
Well, they're swapping the Harmony and the Allure in Galveston, aren't they?
They are, and we're jumping on the Harmony in January of 2025 with the It's kids sail free sailing. So if you want to take your kids on an Oasis class ship, this sailing might be for you. It's January 26th, leaving out of Galveston on the Harmony of the Seas. And I know you'll have fun with that too. Scott's been on Oasis class a lot, so maybe he can expound upon that. You know, what some of the differences are between your big NCL ships, your big Carnival ships, and then you got Oasis class.
Well, the problem with Allure is like I feel like Royal Caribbean thinks Allure is like its stepchild or something,
Right.
because they pulled like the other Oasis class ships out and amped them, kind of retrofitted them with some of the newer things that they have, but Allure they haven't. And they've had tons of time to dry dock Allure and do it, but they haven't. So I'm not really sure why, but I mean, it's still a fabulous ship, right? It's still the biggest, baddest, best ship in, class ship on the planet, but it just doesn't have some of the upgrades that the newer ones do, or that the original Oasis did. So.
Cool. Oh wait, somebody's booked. Cruise Vet Adventures says, I am booked on the Harmony of the Seas in November. And let's see, somebody else has made it in. Fats and Trey has joined us into the chat. Hello, good morning. And Scott, you also have let's blow you up a little bit. And you have a question for the viewers. Do you order more than one entree in the MDR?
I always do, even if I'm not that interested, even if it's not like this, like, oh wow, I gotta try that. I always order multiple ones, and certainly when my wife is with me, we order multiple ones and we share it. And to not be so wasteful about it, we usually ask the waiter to just bring us the entree and not the sides that went along with that particular option, just so that we, typically try just the entree along with the sides of whatever the main entree was that we ordered. But I always try to do it just so that I can sample, everything. But the unfortunate thing of that is on most cruise lines now, you can no longer order more than one lobster tail.
Eddie, do you order more than one entree in the main dining room?
We usually go with one. If I like to jump from place to place, so I don't really like to eat too much in one place, in case we're in the mood for something else later. I have been learning how to control myself a little bit, so I try to minimize as much as I can. But I try to do my best to try everything in the menu. Every day is something different. So instead of having the two entries right now, I will have one. And then maybe in another couple hours, we might go back to the same place and then I'll try something else just to be on the safe side. But the thing is, when I get one entry, I get it with everything that comes with.
Yep. And for me, I know that I always get two appetizers. I know you asked about entrees, but I get two appetizers. It's the shrimp cocktail and the Caesar salad. And one thing that I do is I take those shrimp, shell them, and put them in with the salad. That way I got a shrimp salad. Yes. As far as entrees are concerned, I know that the main dining room is going to be pretty much a rotating menu that we're used to on the Breeze and the Vista. But what we did on the Celebration is we had the main dining room that first night, and then we wanted to try all of the other things because they're new restaurants to us. So one thing that we do on Elegant and Lobster Night, prior to this change, is I'll get the entree, but then I'll order a couple of lobster tails after that. That is our cruise cadence generally, but we're going on different ships with different things, and I believe that our cruise cadence will change as far as dining is concerned. And one thing I do like about Cucina del Capitano and Chibang is that they offer main dining room selections on the and more menu. You can get the Chinese, you can get the Mexican, and then you keep scrolling and there's and more menu. It brings your favorites from the main dining room, such as the salmon, the chicken, and the broiled strip loin steak, which is, generally my main dining room meal anyway. So while baby was trying the, different Chinese selections and the Mexican selections, I was still eating in the main dining room, even though I wasn't there. So yeah, that's something that we changed on there. And Fats and Trey has chimed in on it. We try out different things. So yeah, I was a main dining room guy trying the chicken, and then I like this off of here. And it's profound what you said. Don't get the sides, and so I may have to try that. Just get another entree, but because I like the sides that come with this, I'll eat those sides. Matter of fact, that ganache or nashi or whatever it is, I don't know what it is. It's spongy. It's like wet bread. So that's why I don't order the entree that comes with it.
You're talking about gnocchi?
It's GNOCCI.
Yeah, gnocchi. So it's made
gnocchi.
It's made from potato.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's got a weird texture to it, and I don't eat it. Once I see it on the menu, I'm like, no, I'll skip over the whole thing.
Pickle fries.
Yeah, man. I don't. When I get potatoes, because I kind of want them to crunch, either that or be completely mashed or baked or something that I'm used to. It's just that was weird. It was really weird. I had it one time, and what I will do. Oh, okay. So you asked about entrees, but down at the bottom, right below the steakhouse selections that they charge money for, there's always like this featured item that they have, and one item that they had was frog legs. Now I'm from Louisiana. Okay, I'm from Louisiana. I eat fried frog legs. I eat them fried, deep fried.
No.
And I ordered the frog legs in the main dining room on the breeze, and I'm expecting this fried plate of frog legs to come out. No, they do them different. They like put them in a soup where I could tell that they put, pico de gallo in there, and it's some other stuff. And I did a vlog on it. I was like, okay, I got to check this out. But I tasted it, and the broth that came with it, it was so good. It really was. It was a different experience for me because in South Louisiana, you will find fried frog legs, but never, ever like they have on the ship. So if you're into frog legs, give them a shot. They are well worth it.
And you scared of a bear? And you eat frog legs? What is wrong with you?
It's not the bear that I'm scared of. It's the sudden death that comes with the, just like I'm scared of heights because of the sudden stop at the end. It's the after effect that gets you scared.
Now, an interesting thing that I learned was that at least in Belize, and at least according to the person I talked to in Belize, you will not really find any restaurants in Belize that serve iguana, but the Belizean people do eat it at home.
Nice.
But they don't really. They said that so many of them eat it at home, but you will not really find it in restaurants.
Yeah, I'm thinking that they're so wild and prevalent over there in Central America, because no matter where we go in Central America, it's always, you see iguanas everywhere. I thought they were protected species or something.
Right.
Just like the chickens and roosters in Key West, you can't touch them. And I'm like,
I was the last time I was in South Florida, I flew home from West Palm Beach Airport. It's the first time I've ever been to West Palm Beach Airport, and I was standing in the gate area waiting, to board, and I looked out the window out onto the, out into where the gate areas are, and there was a massive iguana just laying on the staircase out there. So it's the first time I really saw. It's the first time I've seen iguanas in Florida. So
we got some newcomers to the morning show, and some of our favorite channels as well. We got Praying Couple Cooking Series has made it in. Good morning. We also got the captain, Billy J, has made it in, and he commented on the frog legs. He says Kermit the Frog no longer has his legs now. Thank you so much for that, Captain. I can count on you. Oh, okay. And Bones Hard Traveler says he's bigger than the frog, not the bear. Okay, so you see where that is. Sometimes size makes a difference, and the running speed as well. If I knew that I could cook, with my feet and just outrun the bear, I would. But unfortunately, I can't. They
Yeah,
can
bears are
always
fast.
run faster.
Hmm.
You got to pay respect to everything with 4 legs because they got twice the amount of running power that you do. And let's see, somebody said something about prime rib and lobster. That's what baby gets on elegant night, and she always gives me the lobster tail. So that's how I end up with 2. It's like,
Gotcha.
you know, if you're a couple going together, then you can order for each other, and you know that way you get extra food without the upcharge.
See, I'm gonna be learning this thing now that we're going back to Carnival.
Yeah,
Because I know
you can
Carnival.
order 2. You can
Yeah.
order 2, and then after that, your third entree is $5. That's their official policy.
I usually stay with 1 entry, but you never know. We'll give it a shot. I know I'm gonna be gaining some weight on this cruise.
And the last time I was on Royal Caribbean, it was 1 lobster tail, and if you wanted a second lobster tail, it was $20.
Whoa!
Ouch!
Wow. Okay.
I don't need it that bad.
Just get your significant other to go ahead and get you one if that's the case.
Yep.
Oh man. I'm scrolling.
See, I could make that deal with Alice, but then when the dessert comes, she's gonna go,
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
With that dessert.
We're not sharing.
Okay. Yep, that'll work. And let's see.
Hey, Pier Runners, how you doing?
Pier Runners has made it in. Yep. Good morning. Cruising Koozies has made it in.
Cruising Koozies are in.
Yeah, and the hot topic for this morning is: do you order more than 1 entree in the main dining room? And you know, the main dining room, it's getting a little repetitive for me on Carnival. You know, that was another thing that made up the decision. It's like, okay, I'm looking at the menu; it's the exact same that we're used to, and I don't know how it is on Royal or Norwegian. Do you see some repetitive things going on with the main dining room as far as the menu is concerned?
I mean, well, here's the problem. Royal Caribbean just switched their main dining room menu in January. In fact, the cruise I was on the Anthem was the first sailing that the new menu was like deployed fleet wide. And we hated it. I know Mike Clock hates it too. He has mentioned it a couple times. He hates their new menu.
Yeah,
right.
Feel like it's drastically scaled down from what it was, because like I had been on a bunch of Carnival ships and I really felt like Carnival's menu was scaled down, and I had gotten back on Royal Caribbean and it was the standard normal kind of like sky's the limit kind of menu that I had always expected from them. And then now they have this new menu. It's very scaled down, and the quality of some of the items I think have really suffered as well. So I really only have one experience with that so far. But I can tell you that I don't like it. Many other people are complaining about it, like in different Facebook groups and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe, enough people complain and they'll change some things. So
does Royal Caribbean have a brand ambassador like Carnival does that you can just write comments to?
No. In that respect, yeah, right. Yeah,
that's your guy.
Carnival really is. Carnival really is unique in many ways. Of course, with John Heald, the brand ambassador, as well as, you really find that Carnival CDs, cruise directors, are really very, very different than any other cruise lines cruise directors. In fact, Royal Caribbean's cruise directors are really kind of stuffy. So proper. They're just kind of like, kind of stuffy and proper a little bit, like they do have like a belly flop contest and stuff like that sometimes on sea days and stuff, but not like they used to, and not, it really is very different. So unfortunately, no, they don't have anybody that you can complain to other than, I guess the standard complaint department, which is guest services.
Okay, Eddie, tell us about the main dining room and your feelings on how the menu is. Is it repetitive, or do they switch it up?
It is repetitive in NCL, and whatever you get in the MDR, you could also get it taste and savor. All 3 restaurants serve the same thing.
Hmm.
Other than that, you have Oceans or the Logo, where you could get something different, like a more of a snack kind of a place. And then also you have the the higher restaurants like Moderno and um, Cactus. Those are you get more quality of a meal. But the MDR, the Taste and Savor, is usually the same menu in all three, and they are available. You could go there anytime you want, and you could order also a couple of entries if you want. I don't know about a third. I don't think NCL charges for it yet, but you could also eat multiple entries. But it happens to be the same. To me, it seems to be the same menu every time we've been on the ships.
Now,
'Cause,
Taste and Savor, do they have their own menus as well?
no, all three are the
No.
same.
Oh,
They,
okay. Okay.
it's the
Well,
same
that
menu
worked
for
out.
all three.
They
Yeah,
spreading people out.
yeah.
Okay.
The MDR itself is the biggest uh, place towards the end of the ship, towards the aft, and then Taste and Savor are near in a different deck near the Cagney's and Moderno. And there's a bar in the middle called the Mix, where you have Taste and Savor on both sides, and then right from there you have a hall where you go eat to either Moderno or Cagney's. I love Moderno because Moderno is the churrascaria, the Brazilian restaurant where you eat as much meat as you want. They bring it to you and you say yes or no. Cagney's is higher price, elevated, more higher quality steaks when it comes to it. So
Hmm.
Oh,
very
that's
nice.
that's the steakhouse. Okay.
Yes,
Okay, that makes
yes.
sense. That makes sense. Jennifer from Embarkation Nation has made it into the chat. Good morning.
Hi,
And
Jennifer.
Mike and Rihanna really got my attention with this one. It says Jeremy should meet the boss, which is a well-known bear in Banff, Alberta.
I don't see that happening.
Anybody else know about the boss? Leave a comment below and how I can get away from it. It's also very
Run.
important. Nah, I don't know. They're telling me stand still. I don't see myself doing that. I really don't. Oh, and Cruise Pet Adventures has a joke here. It said the brand ambassador for Royal is Matt from the Royal Caribbean blog.
I will say, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
that guy knows everything, every detail when it comes to
Yeah,
those
he
ships.
knows. Yeah, he's been doing, he's been doing Royal Caribbean blog since before video,
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, and he definitely has some connections to insiders and stuff that he can, pass
Right.
information on to, but not like John Heald. Like John Heald just can
Right.
make things happen, so
Yeah,
Mhm.
John Hill lives there, so
yeah.
I
There you
mean,
Mhm.
Yep.
it's like the CEO's right arm.
Let's see if because it's Friday, I know that Carnival's going to just chunk one in on us, and I'm hoping it's news from Jubilee. I've been waiting on this.
Mm.
So the new stuff that they're going to offer. They left me hanging. They really did. They left me hanging today with no additional news story.
It's not the welcome, don't worry. It's Friday. They're
So I've
taking
been
it easy
following
today.
some of the vlogs. I think it's is it like This Cruise Life? Is that the guys? Like, didn't you interview them like a
Yeah,
couple of weeks ago or something like that?
they're sailing on the
And
Venezia. I'm waiting
yeah,
for
and
them
they're
to
on the
get back.
Venezia. I've been following some of their vlogs or whatever, right? So
Yes.
yeah, I mean, really just an incredibly the decor. I mean, it's a Vista class ship, right? So
Mhm.
that part is very familiar, but the decor is
Right.
just really very different. So.
Mm-hmm. It is, and also the weather out there. He was he was live yesterday. I popped in on his live. He was wrapped up in a San Francisco hoodie, and he looked like he was freezing out there. I'm like, man, bring the cold back with you, please. But it was foggy. You could barely see the funnel, but he was on top deck. They're having a good time out there.
Yeah,
and they said that now that they're into day 4 on the transatlantic, he wants more sea days. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I do like sea days. Unfortunately for me, I don't like to pick up my camera on sea days. Captain, thank you so much for that. We always appreciate your comedy coming into the show. Jeremy, are you scared of gummy bears and Care Bears? Not really. Not really. I do like gummy bears. I do. I prefer gummy worms. I don't know why. But as far as Care Bears are concerned, I never really watched it, so I don't know. Let's see. Mike and Rihanna is waiting on information on what their plans are for Carnival Paradise when it goes into dry dock in October.
I'll be keeping an eye on that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since it's the ship of the group that I'm getting together. So yes, definitely.
And speaking of which, you want to expound upon the Secret Booze Cruise?
Boom! Secret Booze Cruise 2.0 coming up in October 28, 2024 out of Tampa on the Carnival Paradise, which is going to get refurbished in October this year. For us, next October next year, where we're going to Key West. And from there, we're going to go to Montego Bay and Grand Cayman, returning back to Tampa on a 6-day cruise. Carnival Paradise. Get your room aside with $25 down refundable. You could make your deposit by May 2024. So you got almost a whole year to take care of it, and then you could pay off your cruise by July 2024. And any information, please get in touch with Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com so you could get your room taken care of. They're moving quick. It's about 10 cabins already taken care of. Balconies are tight since there's not that many of them. So the sooner you get in touch with Bruce, the sooner you get your room, your cabin, and it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have some activities. We are hanging out. There's a lot of creators already getting into the group going to. There's also a Facebook group that is managed by Mike and Rihanna Adventures. Follow us on Facebook, please. You can find more information about it. And if anything, send me a message or get in touch with Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com so you could get your cabin ready for it. Let's do it, people.
Booze Cruise 2024. Hosted by Eddie Lugo Studios, out of Tampa, Florida. Port of calls, Key West, Florida. Grand Cayman Island. Montego Bay, Jamaica. Aboard the Carnival Paradise. Join us for this great cruise, October 28th to November 3rd, 2024. Contact Bruce at ocean2oceantravel.com.
I had to do that because
What ship is that from?
We got this on the Breeze.
Gotcha.
But it's just it's
it's a generic one. It doesn't say Breeze or anything on it, right?
No, it don't say Breeze. It's just a Carnival ship with the horn that goes off and the lights that flash. But I did that because of what CruiseVet says. It says, Jeremy, you can go on an excursion with Smokey the Bear. He will keep you safe. I agree.
Just don't piss him off.
I know, right? Eddie, who is coming on to close out the week for us this Friday?
All right, following us will be at 10 o'clock in the morning will be the Sea Show Cruise Fun. Also at 11 will be a Moment in the War with Darian. Roy and Becky's Travels, the Ray Parade kickoff at 1 p.m. The Ray Parade will be at 2 p.m. Followed by the party after the Ray Parade around 3:30 in the afternoon with me, where we be talking about those premieres that we just watched and get more in depth with our vlogs. There's a premiere from the Bot Files at 5 p.m. Eastern. 7 p.m. tonight will be SCT Adventures, followed by Ava Porterfield Friday Night Live Music and Back Row Freedom at 8 p.m. Fantastic Cruising will be on at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and Closing the Night tonight will be live from Eddie Lugo Studios at 10 p.m. tonight with Orange Blog Adventures and Blogs in it tonight to close the night. So looking forward to see everybody.
Okay, I gotta read this. First of all, welcome into the chat, Law Jones, and thank you for this. It says Smokey is way too busy in Canada. Try Yogi; he will just steal you a picnic basket.
And run.
I love it. Yeah, he can run pretty fast too. Yeah, Yogi gets out of there. Anthony Simone, welcome in. We haven't seen you in a hot minute. Welcome back to the show.
What's up, Boricua? Yo.
Oh man, this is going off the rails quickly. Scott, what do you have going on for the rest of the day?
So real quick, I put together a container garden. Container gardens are kind of like the new thing or whatever, right? So I put together this container garden, spent a lot of time on it and everything else, and the rabbits and the squirrels destroyed it. So I am spending the day literally just throwing the towel in and taking the container garden down. Since all I have is either stems or holes where there were once plants.
And Z-Show wants to put up the X for House of X. I know we're joining House of X in New York City. I know that that's probably going out live, so be sure to turn on the notification bell on both of our channels. Once again, if you're a creator in the comments section, please type in the word #creator, #TMD, or #ELS, and Nightbot will drop your link.
And don't forget to hit that like.
Yeah, hit that like button. Thank you, Nightbot, for joining us as always. We appreciate Nightbot for coming in. And with that, let's see. I believe we are done for this week. This week has been really good. Thank you guys so much for coming in. We really appreciate you. Take care of each other out there, guys. There's a whole lot going on, wildfires and stuff. I'm not sure if any structures were affected. Trying to keep up with it, at least. But everybody be safe, especially in Canada. Try to breathe easily if you're in the northern part of the United States. Oh, snap. Somebody just came in. The Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. Thank you so much for coming in. Go ahead and drop your link before we leave. Either type in hashtag, actually, I think they're coming in on your side, maybe Eddie. So type in the word #ELS. That way everybody can connect. This is a great channel, the Gypsy and the Vanilla Gorilla. So be sure to check out their channel. Everybody have an excellent day. Hit the like button on your way out. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. And never, ever forget, we love you.
Bye.